Tonight, deranged Ripper suspects, top 5. Not the most guilty, the most psychologically alarming. And remember, madness is not proof. A disturbed man is not automatically Jack the Ripper. At number 5, David Cohen. Cohen's derangement appears in the asylum record. Violent, destructive, uncontrollable, and dangerous enough to require restraint. He was committed shortly after Mary Jane Kelly's murder, which has tempted researchers ever since. But the identity is a fog bank with fingerprints. Was he Cohen? Kaminsky? Confused with Kosminski? Deranged? Yes. Clearly identified? No. At number 4, Francis Tumblety. Tumblety's derangement was theatrical, misogynistic, and grotesquely anatomical. He was remembered as bitter toward women, especially fallen women, and later accounts tied him to a chilling fascination with female reproductive organs. A towering American eccentric, slippery as oiled brass, he even drew police attention. Chief Inspector Littlechild later called him a very likely suspect. But horror is not proof. We have grotesque character. We do not have murder. At number 3, George Chapman, born Severin Klosowski. Chapman's derangement was cold, intimate, and lethal. He was a proven serial killer of women, poisoning female partners after domination, abuse, and cruelty. That makes him darker than most suspects. He had medical knowledge, lived in the East End, and Inspector Aberline later took him seriously. But Chapman poisoned slowly. The Ripper killed swiftly with a knife in the street. That gulf has teeth. Still, among deranged killers of women, Chapman belongs high. At number 2, Thomas Hayne Cutbush. Cutbush's derangement was paranoid, sexualized, and armed. He suffered delusions, obsessed over medical books, wandered Whitechapel at night, and later stabbed women in disturbing intimate attacks. Eventually, he was confined as insane. If Victorian fear could grow legs and carry a knife, it might look like Cutbush, but MacNarton's memorandum was written largely to push back against the Cutbush theory. Hideous? Yes. Proven? At number 1, James Kelly. Kelly's derangement is the most dreadful because it begins with a body. He murdered his wife by cutting her throat. He was judged insane. He was sent to Broadmoor. Then in January 1888, he escaped. So during the canonical murders, a certified insane throat cutter was at large. The timing is chilling. The violence is relevant. The madness is documented. Police were still looking for him after Mary Jane Kelly was murdered. But even here, the gavel must stay honest. James Kelly is not a central suspect in the surviving 1888 police papers, so he may be the most deranged suspect. That does not make him Jack, and that's the point. We do not chase one pet suspect through the fog. We examine the whole gallery. No fog, no folklore, no penny dreadful acrobatics, only evidence, and evidence has very little patience for lunacy in a top hat.